Hello, welcome to Jay's Log. Today's date is January 7th, 2026. It is 8:35 p.m. And I'm sure you've heard that today. ICE has shot and killed a United States citizen who was filming them, interacting with them. They basically surrounded her car, and as she feared for her life and was trying to get away, and was not trying to run them over, which is very clear if you watch the video. They shot her in the head and killed her. And now the administration is, of course, not pursuing anything in terms of any sort of repercussions for this officer. Of course, why would they? Um, yeah, so that's where we are. That's where we are today. And I think that this is going to be kicking off this year's series of protests, which are probably going to be much more than we saw 6 years ago in 2020, also starting in Minneapolis. I think that if you watch the video, I understand why some people are saying, "Oh, she was trying to run him over," but if she was trying to run him over, she would have ran him over after she got shot in the head and the car accelerated. But she didn't, because you can see in the video she was turning around the guy stepped out of the way, and understandably she was trying to get away from these guys with guns who killed her. So she had reason to fear for her life because she is now dead. And yeah, if you continue to support these people, I mean, let's just go through what they've been doing recently. You got your Venezuela, all this. It's all about oil. If we really want to go into like more about what's oil, there's oil fields off of the coast of Gaza that don't get talked about a lot, but they just realized this not super long ago. And there's no oil reserves in the state of Israel. They would have to take over Gaza to be able to utilize these reserves, and that's what they're doing now. But yeah, they have how much does this say? Like half 1.7 billion barrels. Uh that's a lot of oil. Um and it's not as much as the like 300 billion that Venezuela has, but it's more than Israel has for sure, because Israel doesn't really have any sort of oil in its region, which is a very interesting thing. I feel like they might have thought that there was going to be oil in that region when they first settled there, and there's just not. Um, which what else has been going on? Oh, they didn't release the Epstein files fully redacted, and then what they also didn't do is they didn't explain to Congress why they didn't do that. And this was on the same day let me just find this thing. This is on the same day that the Venezuela uh, um, regime change attempt occurred. They were supposed to tell Congress, according to the Epstein File Transparency Act, why they didn't, or why they redacted everything. And they didn't do that, which is in breach of that law, which means that the current administration is in contempt of Congress, which I don't know if anything's going to happen with that, but it's a fact they're in contempt of Congress. So we basically have this military, illegal, organized crime syndicate that's running this country. And that's not okay. We need to stop that. We need to stop pretending like that's okay. We need to stop pretending like it's normal that our leaders are criminals and pedophiles. That's not normal. That's not normal. That's not okay. It can't be normalized. They've really been trying to make us normalize that. It's not okay. And that's what's been going on. And on top of this, they're trying to take over Greenland. I don't understand what's happening there. I don't know why they want Greenland. Well, actually, no, it's obvious. They want Greenland because it's very strategic when it comes to Russia, because it's right over by Russia if you're going north, because it's very far north, and they want to be able to have military bases there, is why they want to take over Greenland, in case that wasn't clear. But it's territory of Denmark, which is a holdover from the colonial age. Denmark used to be a very big colony because there was the Dutch India Trading Company. Or East India Trading Company, which is Dutch is Denmark, right? Oh, it's the Netherlands. Never mind. Ignore that part. But Denmark is still a kingdom, and they still have territories, and Greenland is one of them. I don't really have much more to say today. It's wild out there. Stay safe. Keep your head on a swivel. And don't let them do this stuff. Don't let them act like this is normal. Don't let them take over all these countries for their oil. They're just taking oil. It's all about the oil. They're not even faking it now. Back in the good old days, they used to pretend it wasn't all about the oil. That it was about the mass destruction weapons, or it was about the spreading democracy. But they're kind of pretending that this time. They're like, oh, he's a socialist. And that's bad for his country. When really it's all the trade sanctions that we're putting on them and all this other stuff that happens, especially CIA hates communists. And that's what really causes these countries not to work. Just don't let them keep doing this. That's all I really have to say. Have a good night. This is a short episode. Anyways, until next time, this has been Jay's Log.